this video, we will discuss the configuration and setup of milestones that are associated with contracts within the Klevr Contracts application. So here you can see I've navigated to a contract record, and within the contract form I have the milestones tab where I can see all of the associated milestones with that contract record. If I wanted to create a new milestone, I can select the new milestone and it will create a new milestone that's automatically related with the contract record that I'm viewing. For today, we'll just select a pre-created milestone. Selecting the milestone will take me to the milestone details page, and on the left we have some milestone information, so we can create a code for this milestone to make it easy to find. We can set up the milestone type, whether or not this is a financial or non-financial milestone that must be met. Obviously, we can see the contract that the milestone is associated with, a project potentially if a project is linked as well, and then we have a description of the milestone, an external reference for finding this milestone within other systems, and then a tag for searching and reporting capabilities. In the middle, we have an account. This will typically default to the account that is set up on the contract, but it's possible that a milestone within a contract is there's a different account responsible for the delivery of that milestone. We can set up a primary contact for that milestone, so we can drive task automation and notification setup against that contact, and then obviously we can have a due date for that milestone as well. When a milestone is submitted, because the work has been completed and needs to be approved by someone internal to the organization, we can capture the internal decision information for that milestone. As this is a draft milestone, we can see that this is currently pending, but then this milestone submission can either be approved or declined. We can capture the decision date for that internal decision, and then we can also capture some additional internal decision notes. It's possible that a milestone may be a combination of multiple objectives, so you can set up multiple milestone objectives that must be met for one milestone to be approved as completed. Within each one of these milestone objectives, you can set up the name of the objective. You can also set up a description, obviously the related milestone, and you might need to have additional questions for each objective and answers provided by the people completing the milestone objective, and then you might be capturing a file upload based on that milestone objective. Back on the milestones tab, we can see our transactions. So if this was a financial milestone, then you can link contract transaction records, and that would allow you to set up a system where milestones must be submitted and approved before linked contract transaction funds can be released to the recipient based on their completion of milestone objective tasks. Here we have our approvals tab where you can set up groups of approval users, and when a milestone is submitted, you can automatically generate and assign those approvals to the particular people in that approval group, and you can allow them to approve or not approve this milestone record. And then we importantly have our portal tab. So often milestones will be completed by people or organizations that are on the other side of the contract. They may not have access to your Klevr Contracts application, so you might have a external stakeholder portal where those accounts or people at those organizations can log into that portal. They can view their milestone progress, they can upload milestone information, and then they can submit approval or milestones for approval through that portal. And here you can see the tracking of that portal information, such as who's doing the actions within the portal, whether or not this milestone has been published to the portal, and whether or not this milestone has been submitted by the portal user through the portal. Once your milestone has been set up and it is properly created, you can change the status reason to active. You could then publish the milestone through the portal, allowing your external stakeholders to see it through your stakeholder portal. And then if you wanted to have a wider view of all your milestones, you can select the milestone sub area and see all of the active milestones. Obviously, all of the automated task, escalation, and notifications can be created based off of different information, such as a due date on the milestone, and this will allow you to properly ensure that milestones are met and that you have good reporting capabilities over milestone completion. Thank you very much for your time, and that is a summary of milestone usage within the Klevr Contracts application.